What's up? Welcome to your Daily Buckeye Blitz for a Sunday. It's a Sunday fun day. Heyo. April 7th, 2024. How's everybody doing? Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Next weekend is the Masters for those of you that are into golf. I will not be doing anything Thursday through Sunday of next week. So if you want to watch golf with me, I'll turn on a live stream. We can all watch golf together. But anyway, oh, the dehumidifier just turned on. That thing is an annoying son of a bitch. Hope you can't hear that. But anyway, today we're talking about Caden Curry, Kenyatta Jackson. These guys are building something special in year 3, according to Larry Johnson. Hey, don't forget to check out the BuckeyeCast.com. Check out the gear. Get yourself a T-shirt for the summertime. I think we got some tank tops in there. Get yourself a BIA tank top. We do have some flowery, like fruity Tommy Bahama looking stuff too. I don't know why nobody buys that crap. Anyway, I think eventually I will have a store you can access right here on YouTube. So with the current store, the BuckeyeCast.com, you got to go there to make your purchases. But we're going to add a store here in YouTube that'll make it a little faster and more direct for you to go shopping. And don't forget about the video vault. Get all your favorite Buckeye legends, your highlight videos, your condensed games, recruiting videos, all the 2025 recruits, their videos are out there. So let's get into it here, talking about Caden Curry, Kenyatta Jackson. When Jack Sawyer and JT Tuamoloau announced their returns for a 4th year, third-year guys like Caden Curry, Kenyatta Jackson could have hopped in the portal, gone elsewhere, looked for a place where they could easily start at most D lines across the country, especially going into their 3rd year. They would be guaranteed starter snaps, but they didn't go that way. They didn't hop in the portal. They didn't even look at the portal. So Larry Johnson said recently, quote, all those guys could go into the portal if they wanted to because those guys came back, right? That doesn't make sense. Anyway, but they all want to be part of something special. And I think that's what separates us and who we are. And the fact that KJ and Caden Curry never wonder what they want to do. They just want to play ball, come back, and be the best player they could possibly be. So Curry and Jackson are 2 of Ohio State's junior defensive ends. They're ready to make a bigger impact heading into year 3. The Buckeyes have 7 defensive ends actually listed on the roster. Jack, JT are obviously your incumbent starters. And then with Larry Johnson's history of rotating, you got Curry and Jackson. They figure to be heavily involved in that rotation. LJ said, quote, I think the biggest thing they're doing is chasing greatness right now. I'm chasing greatness too, coach, by the way. Anyway, continuing, quote, I mean, to be the best player that they can be in college football. I think that's what they want. Win a national championship, beat the team up north. Those are all great goals for those guys to chase. And I think that's one of the reasons they came back. So Curry and Jackson have combined for a total of 36 games they played in, 27 tackles and 2 sacks combined over 2 years. So both Curry and Jackson came in to the Buckeyes as 4-star recruits out of high school in the class of 2022. Curry's from Indiana. Kenyatta is from Hollywood, Florida. Chaminade Prep, a Buckeye stronghold down there. But Curry's dabbled a little bit on the offensive side of the ball, if you remember. At 6'3", 260, he's appeared at fullback where he was used as a lead blocker. His mix of blocking and tackling abilities make him an interesting player to watch for a possible breakout junior year this season. He totaled a career-high 11 tackles as a freshman, recorded his first sack as a sophomore in 2023. Now with Jackson, similar athletic build, but he's taller. Kenyatta is 6'6", 258, so same weight, a few inches taller. 3rd year out of Chaminade. He redshirted his first season with the Buckeyes in 2022, then played in 11 games last season, racked up 6 tackles and a sack. So Larry Johnson said Jackson's shown signs of coming out of his shell a little bit more this year and being a leader, something that most defensive linemen have to develop. you know. LJ said, quote, "It's all about being consistent. He's tough. He has all the skill set. He can bend, he can run, he can tackle, he's physical. He has all that. Now, can you be consistent in doing what you're supposed to do?" And so far, he's doing a good job with that. So that's the key with all these young players, especially as they come in as freshmen and then move up year by year. Consistency, the magic word. That's what these position coaches have to see before you can get on the field. So Larry Johnson said Curry and Jackson are, quote, right where you want to be for a critical 2024 season. So with the expanded 12-team playoff in college football now, this will be in place. That's going to be in place for the first time this season. The Buckeyes could play up to 17 games if you include a conference championship and 4 full rounds of the CFP playoffs. So Larry Johnson wants to make sure Ohio State is ready. And he said Curry and Jackson and fifth-year senior Mitchell Melton are considered the next men up when he rotates the next group onto the field. So anytime Jack or JT needs a blow, these are the next guys going in. Larry Johnson said, quote, "We've never done that before, and so early on in the season, we may play a lot more young guys in a situation to make sure we get to the stretch." He's talking about we've never done the playoffs, the 12-team playoff. Quote, "I think our older players now understand what we're up against, and the thing I say to you is we don't have the jealousies in the room. We don't have that. We have a bunch of guys that want to win, and if you could help us win, I want you to help us win." And that's the attitude in the room. Johnson said the Buckeyes are going to do what they need to do along the defensive line next season. So that means a lot of rotating to ensure that the key players are fresh in big games. So even though Kenyatta and Caden could have left, Larry Johnson said they've remained bought into the program. He thinks there'll be 2 guys that Ohio State can lean on and perhaps make a critical play at a critical time in a critical game this season. So one more quote here from Coach Johnson. Quote, "You go as a third-year player into the NFL, you might think you're ready, but you got 4 years under your belt. You got your toolbox ready to go, and you got a chance to elevate your game when you walk into that next level." I think he talks weird. Anyways, continuing. And I think that's where those guys get looked at. How can I better you? How can I get better, coach? But every day we're working on the small pieces to make them elite players. I think that's what we're enjoying right now. You can see the difference in the guys, and that's the positive of what's happening right now. So, sorry, I fumbled my way through those quotes. He talks in weird sentences, like run-on sentences and then short sentences. I don't know, like 5 thoughts in one sentence. Sorry. Anyway, hard to read. Hope you enjoyed that. I would recommend you either download the podcast. I have all these interviews out there on the podcast and on YouTube. So check out Larry Johnson's interview. And hit the BuckeyeCast.com. Don't forget tonight, me, Jeff, and Sean going live at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Talk to you later. Go Bucks.